It's Rebecca E. Parsons, and I am back today with a really fun and really quick tag tutorial for Tag Team Friday. I'm going to go a little bit different direction this week. I am going to show you how to watercolor some of the Graphics Fairies images. Aren't these fun for fall? I think so. So what I have is I have printed out images. This is from the Steampunk. It's called Steampunk Aesthetic. And I also printed out on this other side an ornamental trim. Just in black and white or grayscale is what it is. Okay, and then I've also printed out some images from the fall doodles, which I love, which just make really cute cards. So let's get started. You don't need any real expensive watercolors or watercolor brushes. When you first start, it is really good to just go ahead and use what you have. And if you have a child or grandchild, you can still steal or borrow their little watercolor set. I think almost every child in the world has a watercolor set. I've got some Tombow markers here, which I'm going to show you how to do something with. And so let's just get started. The supplies will be listed underneath this video for you. We try to make it really easy for you here. So I have a little printable that I have made for you that has the images and also has a bunch of fall themed words with it. So I hope you will enjoy that. So the first thing I am going to do is I'm just going to teach you 3 different ways to do watercolor. Okay, this is a simple watercolor 101 lesson. Now, we are not going to try to color in the lines here. We're just going to try to get some color down. So the first technique I'm going to show you is wet into wet. So I'm just going to put some water on this image. And this image, if you have printed out on an inkjet, I would suggest that you seal the images first. I use this crystal clear coating. Go ahead and seal it outside. And we are just going to get in here in some fall colors and just have at it. I'm going to try to keep this a little bit dark so you can see it on camera. Make sure that I'm in frame. Okay, so that's wet on wet. The paper was wet. And when you put watercolor down on wet, it does this magnificent, wonderful little thing. It kind of spreads everywhere the wet was. Isn't that beautiful? And I'm just going to use 2 or 3 colors here. And it's really best to use watercolor paper. If you have it, you can print that on your inkjet or your laser. So I'm going to come in here, and the second technique I'm going to do, this is not wet, this is dry. So this is going to be wet into dry watercolor. So I'm just going to come in here and just bring this around. I'm going to put some yellow in it. And like I said, I'm not trying to color inside the lines. I'm just trying to get some color in here. And with watercolor, it dries quickly, so you can always go back and drop some more color in if you think you need it. The third thing I'm going to do is show you markers. So I've got my fall markers here, and these are watercolor markers. So I'm just going to come in here and lay in some color with my markers. Some orange and some yellow. Again, I'm not paying attention, not coloring in the lines, but if you want to color this, certainly go ahead and do that. I don't want to prevent you from doing anything. Okay, and you just take your brush and you kind of activate this, and you can move these colors around. These are watercolor brushes, watercolor markers. And see how that is moving? And I don't want to mess with it too much, or I am going to get just one muddy color. And you want to let this dry thoroughly, and then if you think you need some more, you can come back. You can put these markers on top of the watercolor base. So I'm just going to come in here and follow the shape of the pumpkin, and I am just going to put some watercolor lines around here, and I think that's pretty cool. And we can put some brown up here in the stem if we like. Okay, and we can either just leave that right like it is, or we can come in and put some water on that and help that dissolve into the picture. All right, that is fun. That is fun. And with watercolors, you want to build up layers. You're not going to get really dark colors the first time unless you use a really concentrated set of professional watercolors. And of course, we're not. So we have to build up layers. So if you want more darkness or more layered, you either use the markers over top of your initial watercolor, or you just keep bringing layers and layers and layers. Okay, so I'm going to set this aside, and I am going to come in and watercolor our tag. The Graphics Fairy has some wonderful, wonderful, wonderful black and white and even sepia or tan and white collages that are already made. So they make really good backgrounds for other things. So this one is just been printed out. I've printed it on both sides so that I can have my tag ready to go. And in this one, I think I'm going to go with some blues and greens maybe. I got my stuff activated here, my watercolors. I'm just going to do some blues and greens, kind of like sky harvest colors. And I sometimes like to leave some white space. You will often see paintings that I do, I have left some of the white background showing. I really like that. Okay, I'm just going to build up a couple of layers here. Don't want to get this too awfully wet because we have to move on. Anyway, it's just fun. Just play. And watercolors are scary for some people, so don't be scared of them. It's a fun, fun thing to do. I would be fussy cutting these. And I went ahead and did some fussy cutting before, so I didn't have to make you watch me cut everything out here today. So I've got this one that's purple, and I took my black Tombow marker and I outlined the background in black. I outlined these, the lines, just the outlines in black, so you would see it a little better. But I think I really love that leaf on there. But it's so fun. Isn't this fun? I hope it's as fun for you as it is for me. So anyway, I'm going to put the little leaf down. I'm going to decide what message I want to put on here. I think I'm going to put, let me see. How about leaves falling, autumn calling? And you can tear these out, or you can cut them out. And I don't pay too much attention to the cutting. I want it to be a little wonky and sideways. And I'm just going to play with it a little bit to see where I want these. You could go ahead and color in the background of that. I did that on this one. Just put some watercolor on there, or you can leave it white. And what I like to do is come in here with a dark kind of marker and just go around the edges. Or you could do this with your trusty old stamp, like we do in a lot of other things. So just aging the edges just a hair. Okay, that looks kind of pretty cool. I love it. So I'm just going to take some glue now and glue this down. You could also do some watercolor on the back if you want, but I think I've got enough color going on here, so I think I'm just going to leave it for now. And I am going to come in with a hole punch, and what I usually do with a tag to find the center, if I haven't already, is just match those two edges right there. Don't want to fold it. And that's just where I make my little mark. You get the idea and the drift, and you can put yourself some wonderful little... Before I do that, I like to spray. I like to spray a gloss protective coating on it. I kind of do that on all my mixed media stuff if I can, because look what it does. It gives a sheen, but it also makes anything, like if you've got glue outside the edges, or if you used a matte finish someplace and you used a shinier someplace, it kind of brings it all together. That's the first thing. It makes everything just be the same sheen, but it also makes the colors pop. It really, really makes the colors pop. And you will see that when I take the hero picture, once this dries. I'm not going to spray it in here today. Not going to spray that in here in the video. And another thing I like to do is round my corners. I just love rounded corners on tags. Whoops. Told you my fingers don't work all the time. And then just get yourself a piece of raffia or ribbon or whatever you want to do. I should let this dry or this will tear. Don't want it to tear by any means. But anyway, I think you get the idea and the drift there of what we're going for. So there you go. I hope you have fun, and I hope you'll be back every Friday to see our wonderful tag team finishes. Again, this is Rebecca, and may joy be with you all.